welcome to this Cheapness Affordable Game review stream. Today we are playing Lumencraft because it's kind of the game I am playing at the moment. It's sort of a tower defense game, like as you see from thumbnail, what if Deep Rock Galactic were a tower defense game, because like there's a lot of digging for resources and then you spend those resources on the towers you would upgrade. But there are like more reasons why it's a bit more strategy game than tower defense, but I'm loving it actually. Let's start by exploring a little bit. This is the Hubworld, where you can, in this single player campaign that we're playing, you can spend the Lumen, that's this pink crystal up here, you can spend it, it in between runs to get permanent upgrades. Whereas in usual levels you just use it for like towers and research too, but that fades once you've exited the level. So I've got 105 Lumen. What should I spend it on? Okay, it also shows what we've unlocked so far. The things that are locked and underpowered, you know, you get them as you progress through the levels. But we've start with a spear, a pistol, and a drill. I've almost upgraded the drill to max capacity, I think. But you know, we need a Lumen farm and a much more Lumen to get to level 5. But it's made digging so much easier. This is the basic machine gun turret. Here's a sniper turret. I'm guessing we're on. That's a bomb turret we can unlock later. A stand so you can shoot over walls, a wall, a gate. These are energy nodes to expand what's powered. Something needs to be powered for you to be able to build it and use it a lot of times. Shredder, you get like Lumen clumps and metal clumps and sometimes lock boxes, and you throw this in here and then it will spit out what you need, or if you're recycling something like metals and Lumen and stuff like that. This is the elevator. This will let us choose our mission. Here, like permanent stat upgrades. As you can see, I've got luck maxed to level 11. This is the utility section. You can't upgrade anything here. First, you can upgrade some of these. First, when it has this thing, you can upgrade like the power, the base power. But otherwise, you can't really. Less stamina usage and stuff like that. Charge speed. It's only the spear that's extra, and you rarely use the spear. That's like if you really want to melee. This is the information center. It's what you use if it's in an area with like a lot of different caverns, and it will tell you, okay, where from they're gonna be attacked. And this is a research building. Here they'll give you permanent research, but it's I've already got like upgrades to decrease the cost of some of these things. So I mean 105, like building regeneration 2 doubles the regeneration speed of buildings. By not having to repair a building is rather nice. Amplifying stands, not worth it so far. Fast gates, that's not worth it. Storage capacity, maybe. Because our storage facilities do get kind of bogged down. Okay, let's do this. It's cheap enough. And then another one will be, it will be replaced by another one when it's done. And hopefully we'll be able to place another upgrade. Okay, it's a wall upgrade, and I don't want to auto harvest yet because I don't have the Lumen farm yet. I want to see what it's like to just, you know, harvest manually. 35 to get more stamina. 60 for more backpack space. I mean, backpack space is lovely. Okay, let's get more backpack space. I haven't upgraded my health or my speed at all. Maybe that was a mistake. Okay, and then let's start with a mission. Okay, The single player, it's more like a very extended tutorial. Like these red nodes are like randomly generated maps. That's probably the full experience of this game. If you don't have everything unlocked yet, that's just like, okay, randomly generated cave system, survive these waves. Unfortunately, I saved right before one of these, where we will get 300 Lumen and a shotgun workshop so we can build a shotgun. Because, like, shotgun is quite good on this game. It's getting really dangerous, not like it wasn't dangerous already. Setting up this checkpoint will be more difficult than anything you've faced so far. Are you prepared, Scout? I think so. Let's start. Okay, let me just maybe annotation. This load screen struggles even when it's not during a stream. Although it's probably gonna take a bit longer because it's a randomly generated level, and these levels are kind of big, you know, and they're surprisingly like high tech for the graphics. This graphic is kind of like misleading. You know, it doesn't look like this. It's top down, kind of like almost hand drawn in a sense. But you know, it's lovely. You know, you'll see what I mean just now. Okay. This is 8, and then let's start. Okay, quickly explore. Okay, that's the item detector. Okay, they give us a pistol to start with. Nice. Oh, could be better, but you know. Fortunately, we don't need we don't really need we call it information center, because there's only really one place that the enemies can come from. Yeah. These are the main enemy. Very, you know, Deep Rock. Okay, there's an they're gonna sprout out here. We have 20 minutes until the first wave, which is a lot of time, but we can get a lot done in that time. Metal and a foam gun that allows you to make walls with hardened foam. It's actually kind of lovely. Like you can make the walls. Alright, let's get the resources around us. As you can see, carved lovely through all this lovely soil and crystal. This pink stuff is the Lumen. You have Lumen and you have metal. Lumen is more necessary for upgrades and stuff. As you can see here, let's upgrade our reactor level and radius. That means we need less of those power nodes. Plus, it allows us to have more turrets, as you can see. Okay, there's a bit of metal too. Nice. And we're right at the top, so they can't come from above. It's nice to know that. As you can see, I've upgraded so much that I can, like, burrow into this hard earth. And stone. Yummy ore. yummy, yummy, or yummy, 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 yummy. Okay, ooh, critters. Remember, this is procedurally generated. We just got a pretty good lie the first time out, you know? Okay, lovely metals. Okay, that's a rocket. I haven't used the rockets yet, and we need a rocket launcher for it. So I might just recycle that in a shredder. We might as well dig here, because it doesn't seem like the enemies are gonna come from here. Sometimes it's easier for them to burrow through Earth if it's light enough, compared to your defenses. But otherwise, you know, they'll go where you expect them to go, through the tunnels, etc. A real digging strain. And I'll explain to you why this game is a bit more like a strategy game. Like, okay, first of all, they give you so much time to prepare. So, it's not about efficiently using your towers necessarily. I mean, you're limited in how many towers you can build. It's more about efficiently and quickly using the time to get the resources necessary to build the towers you need. So, it's really more like a strategy game. Tower defense. I don't mind that, but like, especially with like those hidden items and stuff. Sometimes strategy game levels will have those. Yeah. Ooh, this is very helpful. Ooh, okay, this is also quite helpful. A miner will constantly. It's like a big chunk of metal, and then it will just constantly produce metal until it's done. I'm gonna dig through here, so it's a bit easier. Maybe I'll upgrade our reactor once more, so that we need less of the power nodes. I'm probably gonna overkill it. So far, this game isn't that hard. It's felt like, okay, you really don't need to go this hard with it sometimes. Like, you don't need as much defense as I've got. You don't need to upgrade them as much as I have been upgrading them. Okay, we got that lovely Lumen deposit. I mean, with this level drill, you can just go, like, as the crow flies. Okay, critters. I'm gonna have to shoot a bunch of them. Clump of something. Okay, here's a clump. Okay, nice. so fun to carve through everything. Okay, we really have to get to the, we really have to place that miner as soon as possible. And then we really have to get a basic defense up. I thought maybe I could, like, get it fully, like, with the reactor that far, but I don't think it goes that far. Okay, first construction. Alright, okay, let's just carve away all this. As you can imagine, with the earlier levels, you can't even do anything to this rock. And there's still some rock that you can't do anything to. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that will get rid of a great deal of the debris for us. Nice. I want to build a storage thing here so that we don't have to constantly come back here and get the metal. Okay, there's a Lumen clump here. Okay, utilities, storage container. Okay, I didn't clear enough of the terrain. We're gonna have to dig more. Okay, utilities, storage container. Okay, am I gonna have to build another one of these energy things? Okay, come on, energy. Alright. Hopefully I'll be able to... The thing is, that the early defense, usually you don't need that much to survive. Rain over... Okay, there it was. Come on. Yeah, Okay, nice. See, now it's just chucking it into it, which is what we want, which is exactly what we want. Okay. So let's get started with the actual defense. Okay, so my thinking is they're just gonna go up here. Ooh, okay. There's another... Okay, okay, I think my thinking is we'll set up the defense here somewhere. Because there's another chunk of metal, and you know, we need metal. Ooh, okay, these are spawners. They passively spawn enemies. Usually they don't go too near your base, but they're a problem when we try and explore. And they will often have an item crate, which I quickly opened, and we got a great ton of lumen from it. This is probably the best place to build, I think. I mean, this is... Yes, okay. I'm gonna have to dig into the earth here to get us to a place where we can get the energy here. Fortunately, I've already sort of done that, so... Okay, yes. Okay, this is corroded lumen. You need to, like, use a repair module to get at the standard lumen, then you can just dig it. Okay, let's make it a bit wider. I will get the metal and stuff later. Okay, utilities. Okay. I probably won't put a storage for this one because, you know, it's nearby where we're gonna be running about. Okay. I'm gonna put the gates in the walls like here. Or... Okay, maybe I should put it a bit... Okay, maybe I'll put it here. So that we'll have like a kind of triangular kill zone. You know, okay, alright, let's go. We'll build this immediately. Okay, let's start building walls. Okay, Okay, that's a gate, and this is a wall. Okay, okay, I'll build it right. Nice. Okay, oof. That wasn't what I wanted to let happen. Okay, upgrade. Ooh. Okay, box. Goodies inside, some metal. Nice. Okay, and let's just, in case, another wall. Okay, come on. Yes, let's open it up a bit. Okay, build a utility thing here. Okay. No. Beastie, stop. Nice, we have a nice setup going. Okay, this should be enough. Okay, alright. Another wall. Okay. There we go. Okay. First turrets. Okay, and then right next to it, I'm gonna put a sniper turret. So also, like, there isn't a lot of turret variety. I will say that, you know. Sniper turrets, damage dealers, you know, and range. When we put it like this, they'll shoot right down. They'll shoot right down. It will be lovely. Maybe I should put another one next to it. Hey Cheapness, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, Rashad. I'm doing quite well. I'm enjoying playing this game, and I started playing a game I mentioned yesterday, Ale and Tale Tavern, and actually that's incredibly fun. I think I might actually switch over, even though this is the game I'm currently playing, I think I'm gonna switch over to that for a little bit. You know, because it is surprisingly good. Or maybe it's just been a while since I played that type of game. But really, it's a fun old time. I need more metal. I need more metal. Hope it's doing well with you. Okay, just getting metal for a couple of upgrades. Okay, we have 18 seconds left. We have 18 seconds left. We have 18 seconds left. As you can see, this has lovely earth digging mechanics. You can dig through most of the map. Okay, upgrade our machine gun turret. First wave. It's a starter wave, so it's not that extreme. Okay, give it Pierce level 1. Okay. So, now you'll see why I placed it here. Because, these things shoot, they act the same as, like, drilling. So, this is the strongest rock I've ever seen. And they will constantly shoot into this wall. And it won't be able to burn away. So, you know, it will always be there to protect us. Don't you mean Steam over you're not playing on a Switch? Wait, did I say Steamers? I can't remember what I said, but... Oh yeah, like, okay, Steam over. I'm trying to come up with like a pun there, like all I'm doing is like think like steamed vegetables for some reason. Alright. Another, okay. Good for us. There's yet another chunk of metal that can be auto-mined, and we have the resources to do it. I will carve through this, and see this heavy rock extends quite far. clump is somewhere nearby. Okay, it's not there. Oh no, Lumen clump, a metal clump maybe? Okay, here I might as well put a storage container. I mean, we'll get so much passive metal here. Lumencraft should have been Minecraft, but more illuminated. That reminds me, there's like Minecraft got like an update recently, where like it seems they're like now cubes that absorb whatever block they're near, so they damage you in different ways now. So it was, I can't remember, I saw it on the respawn. And unlike Minecraft, darkness isn't really that much of a problem in this game. Even though you get dedicated lights you can place. Okay, metal nugget. Okay, utility shredder, okay. Okay. Now, a shredder, you throw the clumps in, and stuff you want to recycle. And it will continue to make yummy metal or lumen, depending on what you threw in. Let me just go get that lumen chunk. There's something here too. They really spawned us in a nice place. Because, we can do all the digging we want here and not worry about creating a path they'll prefer and circumvent or defenses. Okay, we got another lumen clump. So we can toss 2 lumen clumps into the grinder, or the shredder, rather. I should at the very least build 1 more machine gun turret. And maybe upgrade it a bit. Because I think I went a bit overboard with the sniper turrets. Because sniper turrets are more really your big damage dealers for bigger enemies. And machine gun turrets are for your, like, the small fodder that you see, like, rushing, the crawling things that remind us of Deep Rock Galactic and so forth. Okay, so it's like, this is such a lovely kill zone. They get shot from like 2 angles, like front and behind. Okay. Let me give the basic upgrades to these to these machine gun turrets. Okay, nice. I guess that's where Machine Gun Kelly got his name from. I don't know, like, it's strange when you think, where did the star get their name from? Like, was Machine Gun Kelly's father in the military, or did he just play a lot of GTA? We'll never know. Now, for some reason, in an attempt to think of a pun, I'm like just thinking like Machine Gun Jelly Roll. I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking about Jelly Roll now because there was like an episode of Cole and Stumpy's podcast where they like put a little short about on, and they were like mocking like Jelly Roll's like World Cup song. And supposedly it's quite generic. I haven't heard it myself. Let's just get one here so that when you... Because the thing is, you can upgrade them with Pierce. And it's ideally, they'll pierce into people blind. So I might have made a bit of a mistake here in how I arranged it. Although I can have a secondary row of machine guns too. You know, we're not limited in that respect. Okay, I need to repair that to get through. Do I need Lumen for that? Can I just build the workshop? Okay, you can just build the workshop. I don't need Lumen for it. They're just metal. Okay, I forgot to clock the second wave, but that's fine. That wave ain't it very soon. I don't know, like, if you're into, like, Jackass, which, but, like, Machine Gun Kelly was, like, in the 4th one. Like, they actually got a couple of, like, the younger people, like, to join in. And he was, like, on a bike, and, like, it was, like, a versus challenge. And whoever pedaled the bike better, quicker, like, slap the other person with a big rubber hand in the face off the bike into a pool. Ooh, okay, there's a spawner. I heard about, okay, yeah. I'm actually quite a big Jackass fan, you know. Back in the day when people were like so upset about the concept of Jackass, like what it would possibly do to the youth, I'm not sure I'm what they had in mind. Nice metal nugget. He was a playable character in WWE 2K22 because he was the composer of the game soundtrack and previously appeared in the WWE. Ah, okay. Yeah, some people really like doing that sort of thing. Like, but I've been so out of I've never truly as I mentioned, I'm more into the games than because the games make it real, like you can be a wrestler, etc. Wait, did we create? Okay, yes, we can get the corroded Lumen fix. Well, I remember my buying memory is that sometimes they're bonus levels where you have to fight each other in the parking lot. But that was PlayStation 1 era stuff. loaded Lumen. Do I really have to? Okay, yeah, let's get that right. Let's get it right. Ooh, a lovely size-ish of Lumen. Okay. Okay, let's build a pistol workshop so I can make some ammo. Because I probably will have to explore a bit more to get resources. Okay, oh wait, we can throw away these flares. Okay, let's... whole lot of ammo on the cook. Okay, how much bullets? Just maybe one more batch of bullets, and then we'll explore this other tunnel. In WWE 2K18, KFC was an in-game sponsor, and so for the creator wrestler, one of the preset attires was the Colonel Sanders outfit. In real life, they also had wrestlers dress up as the Colonel for promotion. Okay. I don't know. I always wonder, like, do the wrestlers see that as like extra theater, or do they that sort of thing, or do they see it as a drag? But I probably pick the wrestlers that would be the most up for doing something like that. Because I can imagine there's some that's like, okay, why? You can't expect me to do this. And then there are like other people like, oh yeah, this is great. Can I put it on my social media? I got sidetracked. I was supposed to explore the tunnel, but I thought, okay, let's just get this. Yeah, okay. Don't attack my base. You can see this is a time-consuming game because we're almost an hour in and we're only at like wave 3. You can make the waves come faster, but you have to be prepared for that. More sprouting critters. Therefore, there isn't too much variety in enemies, but they kind of like ease you in. There have been like really big stuff to come, but only on occasion. As I mentioned, this campaign is kind of like an extended tutorial from the real game. But the real game is only like 4 levels. You'll play way more time in this campaign than the procedurally generated stuff to, like, levels like these that you can do outside of the campaign. Yeah, that probably chose the wrestlers who wanted to do that. Okay, there are 20 waves, I just noticed. Let's upgrade this one. Yeah, okay, this is a new enemy type. Well, at least new for you guys seeing this. They actually love burrowing. They eat away at walls and stuff the most. They are most likely to see a weak point in like the natural cave walls and go chomping on that. Okay, okay, let's... what's in here? That's a medkit, but I already have a skill where I regenerate health. Ooh, okay, here's a spawner. Maybe I should invest in improving the damage of my pistol. But I don't know if it's really worth it. Pew, pew, pew. Alright. Okay, we have stuff we can recycle. Flares in the medkits. Ooh, lovely Lumen we add on the cook. Three medkits. Probably our main need right now. As you can see, we have a great deal of metal. Lovely little box. Inventory full. Come on, chase me so that the turrets can do their job. Is there more stuff to toss into the shredder? Not really. No. Okay, let's upgrade you. This is probably... Okay, we don't have the necessary skill yet to go that far. So it's fine. That's fine. You can... Okay, nice. For WWE 2K16, the pre-order bonus was Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator from the first and second Terminator movies. He also did a video for Triple H's Terminator-themed WrestleMania entrance here. Sorry, if I could theoret, I don't know, like, so how long would they then have it? Like, that extra theming, you know? Because that seems like a character on a character, then. Okay, this is a better spawner, or a more dangerous spawner. Okay. Pew pew pew. Come on, go, 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 go. The spawner will now then create those bull rushing enemies. Okay, lovely metal and lumen. Here's a nice lumen deposit for us. Okay, go. When we unlock a technology called Lumen farms, they will, I think, passively make those mushrooms that give us lumen. Okay, another spawner. Grab enemies. Chef, has there been anything interesting new on the animation front recently? I know, like, okay, Kif's second season dropped a little while back. The regular show lost tapes. Stugo, I haven't watched that yet, but it's I think they start showing the second half of the first season. Yeah, because here they like split them up here. There's anything else, like, am I missing anything? I know that, like, I'm enjoying that they're, like, showing, like, reruns of Star versus the Forces of Evil. Other than that, I haven't seen... Wait, was there something else I put on tape? It got cancelled in the US. Stugo. Oh, really? Yeah, or I mean, they want new shit, but sometimes they're just perhaps a bit early with the cancellation. Although I don't know, I haven't watched it yet. Maybe it was okay. Yeah, we'll cancel it. I did what? They're probably gonna show the 6th season of Phineas and Ferb at some point, but that's gonna take a while because of the way they split things up here. You know, because remember, like in the early days of the Disney Channel, they're like, join us for this premiere of this new film, and it's like Snow White, a film that came out in like 1930. There's a new anime like Disney cartoon called Dragon Strikers about soccer. Ah, okay, I did see that. I did see ads for that. Okay, the wave's coming, the wave is coming. Okay, wave 4, wave 4. They're also working on another Phineas and Ferb movie. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Maybe I should put another machine gun turret here. So that they really get the most out of the full frontal blastage. The thing is, you don't want it to be like so bogged that you can't actually open the gate when you want to go out the gate, you know? But you can obscure it a bit, you know, it's not that extreme. Maybe we should toss this foam in here. Okay, is there storage space in our... Okay, it says nothing's in our storage. Have the spawners run out? Okay, nice, nice. Okay, we, Nice, 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 nice. Landmine. Maybe I should keep the landmines, because you can, like, place them all the way to the start. So, okay, maybe stuff I want to keep, I'll just toss here. Napalm, It's a bit dicey to use napalm here. So let's throw the napalm into the shredder. Nice. Let's explore what's down this winding tunnel. Okay, here's dynamite. There's probably gonna be a spawner, so I might as well chuck the dynamite at the spawner. Although it doesn't do that much damage to the spawners, it's more against, you know, fuck, I pressed the wrong thing there. Okay, didn't throw it enough. Okay. No! Okay. Okay, I probably should go and I should get some Lumen and just make sure I have enough lives to actually do something this risky. Because, you know, I think you can use the Lumen to make clones of yourself. I know SpongeBob and the Patrick Star Show got renewed for 2 more seasons. I think Nickelodeon views SpongeBob as their Mickey Mouse, so it looks like SpongeBob and probably. I mean, Nickelodeon haven't been having a great last few years, you know. I mean, what's the thing they really are known for in the last 10 years? Probably Loud House. Whenever they try something new, it's like something like The Barbarian and the Troll, which I actually really like, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that's not getting renewed for another season. Nate was pretty good, but I think that only got like 2 seasons, if that. Okay, another Lumen clone. Look at this Lumen deposit. Sorry now, Rashab, I'm just too upset with all this Lumen and metal. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yeah, I think it was cancelled with that guy. They had an interesting thing called, like, Tuned Out or Tune In, was like a game show for Nickelodeon cartoons. The first season was actually kind of good, but then they like tried to kidify it a bit too much. Got like a host in, like, you know, like that guy from iCarly, you know, like I think his name is like Jerry Trainer or something. And it's like, oh, okay. This is so much Lumen. I am a luminary. Oh, they're gonna... Maybe Avatar will give him a bit of a bump, but, you know, out... Like, you know, like... How poor was handled, like, maybe not, you know. Although that was self-inflicted. They probably will understand, okay, this time around we're gonna market this better. I just leave it. I read that Mike Myers said that Nerds World Cup Watch Party podcast that he's working on a 4th Austin Powers movie. I did see like people like had like shorts about like saying it's not outside the realm of possibility. I didn't know it was something that concrete, which yeah, I'm a fairly big Austin Powers fan, so that could be potentially good. Okay, full turrets, full turrets, full turrets. Okay. I mean, we spent that Lumen real quick. I mean, that was a proper shopping spree. Jittering about till I shoot you in the bug face. I don't really need metal, but you know, I'm carving through this for the nugget. Okay, wait for five. 01 33 5. Okay. I have to get there in time to show the carnage. Okay. Alright, this is going splendid. That was alright. That was alright. Okay, are you gonna stream that terrible Austin Powers game that was on Jinx top 10 list? I mean, I couldn't even if I wanted to. Like, where would you even get that? Like, I highly doubt that's on the Steam store. Sometimes they will like re-release stuff, but like there has to be like a demand, you know. And wasn't that on like the DS? So that like an extra level of difficulty there. Wait, where's the clump? Okay, I got it, probably. Nom 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 nom. Lumen. Yeah, it reminds me of the time mainstream that core in the house DS game, yeah. Campaign to get that, like, such a high score, you know. Gamers have a tendency to, like, you know, like irony. So, like, there are, like, games like... They once handled one of them on Jinx, you know, I think it was, like... It was that Valve thing where people, like, decapitate each other with discs. And there's, like, a Garfield card game that people will just ironically give good reviews. and then they will say incredibly dicey stuff in the reviews. I almost bought a game because I saw, oh, okay, very positive, and it's like, then I actually read the reviews, and I was like, okay, this is just a joke. They even compared, like, John and Odie to members in World War II that I'm afraid to mention on stream in case that does something algorithmically to disadvantage me. Like that they're like metaphors and stuff, like... This is the hardest enemy we've had so far. And you get like a massive version of those too. Okay, wait, I'm gonna break down those sniper turrets and put 3 machine gun turrets there. And then I'm gonna build sniper turrets behind them. Because they have the added range, you know? So that just makes sense. Because as is, I'm not really getting the most out of my turrets. And we do get recycled most of it. And the thing is, I haven't upgraded the sniper turrets, so, you know, I only use metal and only need metal. Alright, let's go. Although, speaking of Nickelodeon, for some reason, you know, Comedy Central here is like doing really weird stuff. They've actually started showing Keenan and Kel on Comedy Central. Like, for a while they showed Ren and Stimpy. It's just a weird approach, you know. For a little while, they also, once again, as you know, like, showed SpongeBob. Okay, drill, 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 drill. Drill, 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 drill. Drill, 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 drill. Oh, I forgot another strategy we can do. Okay, okay, yeah, we're gonna upgrade the game here. Okay, 1... 2... 3... Okay, 3... Okay. And then we're gonna build the sniper turrets here. Oh, okay, okay. Just dig around this so we have a spot to go. Yeah, they show that new TNT show on Comedy Central, despite it also being on Nickelodeon and Nicktoons. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to do. You know, DSTV isn't in the greatest place it's been. We both know. Alright, yes, okay. I'm going to upgrade our defensive strategy by... It's a shame that show was cancelled after 2 seasons due to Paramount recovering from Skydance merger. I'm actually a big fan of Stephen Colbert's late show, so I was other things that happened in a similar vein. Durability upgrade. Okay, utilities. Like, build this here. Then we should be able to build another wall. So they'll have to like zigzag, and we'll get them like go all the way through. Okay, I'll build that later. 0141. It's wave 6. Oh, wave 7, I guess. Funneling. Okay, they were torn apart there. Okay, maybe I should do some digging here, although I don't know if my gun is strong enough. I remember building turrets in my settlements in Fallout 4. I liked Fallout 4. I was a bit apprehensive because of, you know, the reputation that. And I did actually remarkably like the building, but only like halfway through the settlements. And then it was, okay, I'm spending way too much time building these settlements. I wish that they also had an option where it's, okay, spend this amount of junk, you're like 3 presets, and you can upgrade through them. You know, you can still, you know, be as creative as you want, and then when you get tired of that, from then on, okay, we've made these presets to make the settlements look pretty. You just give us the junk, and we'll do the rest for you. Because yeah, after all, it just got a bit much, you know. At least to me. Like, I think like most of the western half of the map, I had upgraded well, and then when I got to that like ghouls, I very methodically. I mean, sometimes I do this thing on professional games where I will like actually go to every single node, or at least try to. And then when I reached the like ghoul settlement, I was like, okay, this is enough. This is, I'm getting really tired. Like, I even used that trick that allowed you to build more than they allowed for the sake of processing. Like, the first settlement, I think it's like, or one of the first settlements that, like, place at the movie theater, I went with the Minutemen. That place I really did up. I like massive walls. Turbines were built into the walls, like the decoration. Is Fallout Shelter on Steam? It's free on consoles and mobile. Fallout Shelter, yes, it is free. That 2D, you know, shelter game. Or do you mean like, because that is free. I'm pretty sure that's free. Scoundrel. You scoundrel bug. Starlight driving. Ah, okay. I tried to make sure, okay, there was a 20 people in every settlement. I even did that trick where at the Minutemen's, like, you know, fort base, that, like, you get over the 20 max people there. think I got like 20, something like close to 30 people there. I don't know how up to date you are about the Xbox news, but like, Xbox is like closing a bunch of studios, you know, laying off a bunch of people. Like, they're closing one of my favorite developers ever, the Double Fine, the people who made that platformer I played a while back on stream, you know, Psychonauts 2. I guess they're really doubling down on like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, you know. Because the new CEO also said she wanted these games to be made faster. I'm not sure if that's feasible, but, you know. I thought you were gonna say that you tried fixing the walls in the Minuteman's castle, because I did, although I kind of messed it up. I did try, well, I actually did do that, but, like, just, you know, the basic scrap walls over that gap in the wall. And I made it so that there were like, it was kind of like a staircase bit that, or something like that, and like, and then people, I built like houses on top of that for people, something like that. Can't remember completely what I did, but I think that's what I did. Okay. Let us put another sniper turret. Another sniper turret. Turrets. Rashab, I don't know if you've ever heard, but I do bray. When I try and prove this to people, like, it's hard because you have to think of the sentence with a lot of natural or alliteration. Like, it's like, something like that. Okay, okay, they're gonna get torn apart right now. Okay, 150. 6-7. Yeah, that's just an Afrikaans sentence like red Rena smells red roses. Like a lot of or alliteration, so I'm gonna really like over exaggerate it, but like like I don't know if that, like, you could hear it there. I don't know if I've kind of grown out of it, but last time I checked, I still had it. I don't know if you call it a speech impediment, but I mean, too many people have it, so I don't think people often call it that. Okay, alright. Wait, are you trying to get in somewhere else? Wait, okay, I think they are trying to... Ah, you little monsters. Okay, I hope you don't do this again. The worms are a bit more extreme when it comes to this. Okay, although the crabs came with them. Although maybe they came from the spawner? Yeah, I heard it's a shame. Especially with Ninja Fury, especially after they announced a new Senua game. Yeah, that's... Like, is this really the best song? I don't know how well Senua 2 sold. But, you know, I doubt it was bad enough to really justify this. Because I'm not so into Xbox, so it could have sold very well. I just don't know. Metals. Okay, is there something I can toss into? Okay, alright. Is there Lumen? I didn't search that for... I think there was like still an area, a large area where we can get more Lumen. Okay, Lumen Clump is here. Left this here. Okay, that's a little bit corroded, but I didn't heal. Okay, hopefully I didn't pierce too far into the map. In that case, I'm gonna have to foam this thing up. Maybe it's a good idea for me to foam up that hole where they tried to eat through too. Okay. Ooh. All right. I'll go. Okay, let's go upgrade my pistol so I can do this job properly, and I'll bring some foam with. I remember a knife and a bit of 10th grade during break, me and a friend would argue over which was better, PlayStation or Xbox. I was so long removed out of the console stuff, like, it's just because I accidentally bought like a PlayStation 2 just a few months before 3 came out, and that was just heartbreaking enough that I'm like, okay, no, enough is enough. Okay, let's craft some foam. Plug up the hole. Okay, we can even like toss in our Lumen. Okay, that's max damage on the pistol. My late friend Hendrik, he would really go into the like, because like he would even have like, yo, tech, like he would a little bit go into the tech specifications and stuff, and really love to have that argument with people. Although he wasn't like one side like forever, like I mean, for instance, he had an Xbox at one point, but he also like I remember very clearly like him playing Infamous. Okay, come back for another run, and then I'll close up this hole. Okay, here I can toss these grenades. We don't get damaged by our own explosives, I think. Which is handy, as you saw. Okay, we can now, like, get all this yummy Lumen again. Was he infamous for playing Infamous? I thought you were gonna joke about PC Master Race. Ah, no. He did, though. He enjoyed making fun of me for that. I mean, he was a pretty big fan of that game. Infamous. Also, massive Dragon Ball Z guy. And like Budokai 3, or like on his like, I can't remember, like, was it like his 11th birthday? That was all we played for like that entire birthday. Okay, am I gonna toss this here? Okay, let's upgrade this final turret. Right. Let's destroy this one spawner and plug up that hole. I mean, 24 is not bad damage. Only on the crits, but still. My cousins had Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I mean, like, they went way into Tenkaichi 2. Although, like, it was finally with Kakarot. It was like, okay. It was like shortly before that, like, it was like, okay, I think this enough is enough. I can't replay the main story again. I mean, because they, like, he's so into, like, he, like, was watching, like, all the movies and stuff, too, I think. See, like, patches like this are where the enemies come from. I guess the worms came in because they came from this one, instead of, like, the one they usually came from. This is kind of why you need an information center, but not so much because we only have, like, one patch to protect. Okay, I have to run, I have to run. Worms! Oh, this is the gate. Someone blow up my wall? Not really. Okay, it's still holding firm. Still holding firm. Nice. I think I can finally upgrade this one complete. And then we can focus on upgrading these sniper turrets. The enemies do drop a little bit of Lumen and stuff. I think the bedrock does extend far enough that I can risk digging here a bit. Plus, I'll just shove some foam in here. Yeah, okay. I don't even have to worry about it, I think. Okay, maybe, like, let's just fill this thing. I mean, we made the foam. Lovely, you can even make walls. Yeah, Kakarot should have started at Classic Dragon Ball and Goku as a kid. I mean, maybe that would have, you know, been enough, because, you know, there's usually Raditz, Frieza, you know, androids, Cell, Boo, the end. But I found a way to balance, like, I don't know if, like, balance might have been an issue. Because, like, you're getting on, like, different power levels and stuff. Because, like, I haven't seen, like, Dragon Ball a lot as much, but, like, I don't know, like, Was that back in the day when, like, Goku theoretically could be hurt by a bullet? Although they probably could fudge it, you know, in a way. There are ways to fudge it. I'm going to, for the sake of stream, because we're like 20 minutes away from the end of the stream, I'm going to upgrade those sniper turrets, then I'm gonna rush the waves, so that hopefully we'll be able to finish this level when the stream ends. Ow. Alright, Cheapness, I gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thanks for joining, Rashad. Enjoy the rest of your day. Or evening. Plump. Okay, our inventory is full. Okay, let's upgrade this one. Fully upgraded. Almost fully upgraded. Ooh, gonna take a while. Okay, we've got a Lumen clump. Okay, let's dig through here for that Lumen. Metal nuggets. Oh, another diggable, but we don't really need it. We're set for metal. No, Cheapness, I just woke up now. Oh, no worries. We have about 20 minutes left of the stream. I'm gonna, I actually spent the entire stream, doing this level. So thanks for joining, Hilti. I hope you're doing well. I just need to upgrade these sniper turrets, and I think that would be enough. That we can rush the final, what do you call it, waves. But I'm sure you'll agree, this is kind of like Deep Rock Galactic, the tower defense. Alright, you haven't seen the tower defense part yet, but you dig for these minerals and you use them to buy your towers. But arguably that you have to fight critters while mining. Yes. As I mentioned just now, it's very much like, you know, Deep Rock Galactic, but it's kind of more like a strategy game than a tower defense, honestly. Because in tower defense, usually it's about efficient placement and stuff. But here, you're capped at the amount of towers you can place. Kind of like PopCap, you know? And it's more about... You don't get that much resources from killing the enemies. It's more about how quickly can you get the needed resources in between waves and stuff. A top-down DRG at least, yes, yes. It is very fun, but like, purists probably won't... Okay, this is a tower defense. Especially since you don't have that many towers. I think all told there are like 5 towers you can have. I've unlocked 3 of them. And I'm only using 2 because one of them is so specific. Okay, upgrade. Upgrade. Okay, fully upgraded. Let me toss this Lumen clump into the shredder. Oh, this nugget too. Okay. Yes. Alright, now we will see the carnage unfold. Make an annotation and go to 12. It's wave 9. And after this wave, I will maybe just beef up the walls and just rush it, because there's a function to rush waves. Fighters are finally coming. I mean, you can even argue I have way more than I need. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Wall. Wall. Maybe let's upgrade this wall too. This wall. Now it's like there's one final level wall after that. Maybe I can put 1 extra sniper turret too, and then I'll rush it. Because I think if I rush it now, we'll just come up short. Okay, maybe I should make some more bullets too. Yeah. Bunker up, boys, they're coming. Yes, and there are bigger enemies, but I think we're gonna see them later than this. And this level is procedurally generated. It's part of a campaign with like fixed levels that acts as kind of like an extended tutorial. And then interspersed I will have the procedural generation stuff. It's almost as though like it is a beefy campaign, but really extended tutorial. There's like even levels where you only have to like block off lava and survive. So they teach you how lava works in this game. We actually haven't seen lava on this level. And if you're not careful, you can dig through enough earth that they think, okay, wait, there's an easier way to get to them, and they'll circumvent your defenses. That happened a little bit just now. These worms who like to burrow took advantage of the situation, but there weren't many of them, so I could just shoot them from behind when I realized what they were doing, and just foam up the gap in the wall. Metal, 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 metal. therapeutic to just grind through all this, especially with this upgraded drill that I have. It's like at the start, like there's some levels of dirt that you can't even dig through with the lower levels of drill, and this I think you never will be able to drill through, no matter if I get the biggest drill level. Oh, Neil, see, I watched the Respawn video. Did you hear about all the studios that Xbox are planning to close? They're even planning on closing Double Fine, one of my favorite studios ever. Okay, there's Lumen down there. I can... That should be enough, right? Okay. Critters! Shoot. Okay, is there something I can throw away? Yeah, the repair. I don't need a repair. Definitely not that much of it. Like you have control of Pac-Man to shoot through rocks. There are dots you could collect. They're like research modules, but you rarely get those. Let's run back. I think I should have enough to just rush the level, because we only have 12 minutes left, so it's probably a good time to do that. Oh, here is foam, you know, like, you can, like, fill holes with foam when they start burrowing through, or if you've made a mistake. Okay, let's see what I'm gonna do here. Okay, throw the Lumen chunk into the grinder. Okay, bullets. Okay, I will place one more sniper. Well, are they fully upgraded? Yeah, they're fully upgraded. I will place one more sniper turret. The Xbox is tone deaf at this. OMG, you guys, we made so much money. Immediately fires 10,000 people. I don't know what their game is here, because I feel like their new CEO wants to go back to hardware route. But, like, at this point, you know... What uses hardware, like, without exclusives? I know they shied away from, like, exclusive of Game Pass, but now that you're going this route, theoretically, that's what you're gonna do again, right? Otherwise, what's the point? And if you don't have the studios for exclusives... I mean, the biggest thing they could possibly do is, you know, make Elder Scrolls and Fallout exclusives. But that's assuming that after all this time, the new games in those franchises are worth playing. Which after Starfield, a lot of us have doubts. Sure, I know Senua 2 didn't necessarily, like, it wasn't as much hype as the first one, but surely it sold well enough to not just toss it away. You know? And sure, Double Fine has been doing weird stuff recently, but it's Double Fine. They also always do weird stuff. Eventually, they will do something that's both weird and profitable. Well, I hope. Did I fully upgrade this? Okay, yes. So now we can just beef up the walls to the final level. Okay. We just need 100 metal, then I'll rush things, and then I will probably show you how I purchase upgrades in the Hubworld, and then I'll call it a night. Looks like Sony is going the exclusive route, so we will see what line in the sand nonsense we will have to deal with moving forward. Oh yeah. The only thing of that, I was disappointed at that, but I was like, okay, fine, because you know how long it takes me to actually buy anything. You know, and the things Sony usually are good at, games like God of War and stuff, like, they're not like, they don't last long, you know? They're the antithesis of cheap anyway. So I think I can live without PlayStation exclusive. But if both of them go that route, you know, it might be a bit of a drag. Alright. 0 to 23. Rush. Okay. Let's start rushing these waves. Okay, or I'm at like 24. You rush a wave by doing this, and then it will give you a bit of Lumen. And you do it multiple. Each time you do it, it decreases it by like a minute. Okay, let's see the bug Carnage. One enemies. Okay, there are like 10 waves, so we should see a lot of carnage. Like if I rush it. A first big enemy. Okay. We dealt with the big enemy in time. I think I'll place one more, you know, what you call. Okay, I don't have the metal for it. Okay, let's leave that. I do have a repair kit, so I can rebuild the walls, I guess. That's a lovely visual. Yeah. And it keeps the crack, so that's nice. God of War is no longer in my bag. I don't care about the IP dev. Same goes for Xbox and Nintendo. I am curious about Nintendo. I've always have been, but like that always was the hardest one, especially here in South Africa. So you know, because Pokopia, honestly, I haven't wanted a Nintendo console so badly in a while. Okay, I may need more, but we don't have time, so I am going to rush it, just in case. I will save here, so that I can so I don't lose all my progress. Stream the we don't, but hopefully we'll survive. Hopefully we'll survive. You can build like a stand to help shoot, but I don't have a weapon that's worth doing that. Galactic Vellum on the sky makes me happy. Yeah, and in Summer Games Fest they did announce that it does have a 1.0 release for Valheim, right? I mean, quite a long development, but you know, they got there. Alright, let's rush. Let's rush. I mean, as you can see in the top right, the monsters will now be coming from 2 places. Oh, wait, we have there is something we can do. I put all these mines here until the end, because I didn't feel like we would need them near the start. So let me just put the mines near the opening, the secondary opening that's formed. And hopefully that will kill enough of them. As you can see, the worms burrowed in here. I had to close that hole. Okay, skitterers. Okay, landmines. Okay, hopefully that's enough to kill them. And then I will rush it again. That game has come along so nice, yeah. I probably, because you know how I prefer to, like, not in early access review something, so maybe once it's 1.0 I can, like, do a full thing. But, you know, it's a survival game. Doing it properly, it's gonna take a while for me to get the gameplay footage and stuff. Although, I'm moved on to, like, multi-save approach, where I save with a very elaborately detailed name so that I know what's here, and then I just, you know, load as necessary. Because, you know, with the external hard drive failing and stuff, I only record when it's, like, absolutely necessary now. Okay, you see, like, a bunch of enemies have died. Wisconsin, like bigger skitters too. Okay, there are 2 enemies remaining. I'm guessing they were in the tunnel. Oh, okay, there. Okay, nice, nice. Let me just see the damage that side, if any. Or perhaps my mine placement was so brilliant, it was enough. Okay, we have 1 landmine left. 1 landmine left. I will leave it like this and just shoot him in the back. And just shoot him in the back when the time comes. Okay, oh wait, I forgot, like, I didn't even notice that the light went off. Okay, okay, but we're almost done, the solar light, you know, ran out of charge, at least one of them. But, you know, I use that one very extensively, so. It's starting to send poison enemies too. Oh, and there's a big wave. More than 100 enemies. Okay, there's a lot of enemies left, so I'm guessing they're burrowing their way. But I think I have enough bullets to teach them a lesson. Dastardly worms. Oh, okay. They're kind of close to an opening. Okay, let's patch up this hole. Foam, 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 foam. I mean, it's not that bad if they get through to the core. I can deal with them then. There's even like a high damage attack that you can convert Lumen into like a massive explosion that kills most things on the map. Maybe we can repair this wall too. Okay, let's make more foam. Okay, you need metal for that. Are we gonna go fancy so close to the end? Explosive shop. Okay, you need like 200 metal for that. I'm not gonna spend our last... I have to rush to get this done for everyone. Let's go. Let's see how far 100 foam gets us. I mean, that will probably have to do. Right. 2 more, well, actually 20 waves to go. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit hasty and thinking I could call it a day. I'm gonna make explosives to cover that route, because if anything too big goes that way, there's just nothing I'll be able to do, you know? I'm not gonna put turrets there, that's just not... Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. I have to quickly build mines. And I don't even have the explosives workshop yet, so... Okay, workshop, explosive workshop, there's something we can, okay, we have a metal chunk and a lumen chunk we can chuck in here. Okay, what, okay, those are explosive drums, they're not good. Tons. Okay, 40 for 8 mines is okay, I guess. Although that might be the best I can do, like, with the time we have available. So... I'm gonna try and space the mines better this time. One... Okay, no, don't go over the mine, weak enemy. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to get him, you know? Repair the wall. Come on. At least worms are coming this side. If a bigger enemies are coming that side, that might be fun. They're not really digging enemies. Okay, 72 enemies left. Ew. Look at these tiny worms. No! Stop! Stop, worms! Oh. Okay, maybe I have to place turrets here now. Okay, foam. What I needed. What I needed. Okay, the worms may bypass if we have walls. Let us... We don't have a lot of foam to work with here. Okay. Just in case, let's upgrade this reactor. In case we need like more turrets and just have to place them there. We don't have any metal. We need more metal. Okay, I think here's metal. Doesn't wall cost? Okay, 40. Maybe 40 metal wall will be enough to dissuade them. Fences, wall. Let's rush again. Okay, pistol. Oh, 113. 113? Ugh. Oh no, okay, they broke through. They broke through. Don't worry, nothing important that side until they reach the reactor. No, come on, come on. Do we have enough for this? Shockwave. Okay, yes. All right. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night because that's a kind of a setback. Thanks everyone for joining, especially Nielsen and Rashad for sending messages. Please remember, if you haven't played Tell Me Why yet, it's free to play until the end of June. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, day, depending where you are. Stay cheap.